we go. Okay, so we're back with part 2, as I didn't promise, but actually said I would try to do. I went through it, just reviewed things, just made sure that everything was okay, had some advice as well. So we are more or less ready to go, which is just fantastic. I'm so really glad about that. So what I'm going to do then is just show you some little changes that I've made. So I almost forgot to actually set the Wenkao bombardment to go ahead, but that is now going to go ahead. Gone through the actual ground units over here. Now, what I've done is actually set the 104th Division to march directly on Hengyang. As I said earlier, it wasn't a good idea to have it follow, so that's now going to go ahead just fine. Might have it move on movement mode. We'll see. We'll go with just... I'm going to go with combat. I mean, at least it won't arrive tomorrow anyway, so that's fine. Indeed, how you doing there, Richard? Life is good. How you doing there, Alexander? Unleash hell upon them. Yeah, let loose upon the Zeus. But there we go. We are marching north. So they're going to march in there. They'll take 2 days to arrive there, nonetheless. This unit was in movement mode. It's now in combat mode, which is correct. So we might get pushed back over here, but considering it is wooded, we probably will benefit from ×2 terrain, so ideal that would be enough. I don't know whether it'll attack or not, to be honest. It will be interesting. I don't know whether he was advancing south before or after. It must have been around about the same sort of time. Maybe around about the same sort of time, indeed. So it'll be pretty good. Oh, sorry if I not... whoops, that's my bad there. There we go. That was my bad. I forgot to take off the thumbnail. That's my bad. Yeah, so that was definitely ASMR for just a second there, wasn't it? So as I said, 104th Division there. I'm going to leave on combat mode. It's not going to arrive tomorrow anyway. I could put it in movement mode, but I think it'd be fine as is, really. I suppose I could put it in movement mode. I'll put it in movement mode, then, actually. Considering it won't arrive tomorrow, might as well have it move there. So I'll forgo what I just said there. These guys are in combat mode, so that's fine. As we discussed, they're going to be here tomorrow, so ideally block that road. We're going to be at Nanyang in a few days. Let's see, 14th Division. So we've got 92 miles to march. We are marching on major road, I do believe. So just going to get the calculator up and just work out how long do we arrive. So 92 minus the 13 March, and that leaves us with 79 divided by 30 a day. So we'll be there in just over 2 days, so probably 3 days we'll be arriving at Nanyang, which is good. Will be very nice actually be able to be there, and it'd be interesting to see what sort of supply situation we find them in there, really. The good news is, depending on how things go across tomorrow, it will be very interesting. The paratroopers are set to land over here at Taeyuan and at Chikyang, so we'll be all ready to go there. It would have been nice to have had more assets to send from the south down here in terms of air power, but it is what it is. And not much I can do about that. We do have a couple of reserves and 9 actually serviceable, which is quite nice. Yeah. None of them in the pool there, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So, I'll be going out. Looking forward to it. Now then, I do have these zeros on escort. What I am going to do then is actually, I may in fact have them sweep Hengyang, perhaps. I think perhaps so. So we'll sweep Hengyang. Then again, it's hard to say. No, I'm going to keep them sweeping over there. I'm going to have them sweep Taeyuan instead. At 20,000 feet there. So you are setting the Chinese... Well, this is it, yeah. And we're going to be looking towards... just encircling the Chinese en masse, really. What I'd ideally like to do, and I don't know if it'd be impossible, I don't think it'd be possible, really, is what I'd like to do is have his forces basically bottled up over here at Changsha. But it would be interesting. I don't think I have enough forces to force that, but it would be, nonetheless, a result I'd like to try to push for. But who knows, if you run low supply, these forces become basically paper tigers, and we can really bully them around if we have the supply to do so, which we do. We do have supply unloading over here, which is good. So he's docked up. Well, he can't dock, which actually what I'm going to do is have a couple of them dock. So I can handle 24,000 tons there, so I might as well have a couple of them unload in dock. Do it faster, really. Just over there, so we can get a couple in there. So we'll have them dock and unload. So that's going to work for Port harder, but we'll get more of that supply. I mean, there's about 15,000 tons there, another 23,000 tons there. Let's place... Oh, they're on cargo. Ah, right, okay. So I need to just change that back to a cargo one afterwards, actually. But that's fine. Yep, so that regiment will be marching north. They may... Ooh, I don't think they're going to arrive there tomorrow, in fact. Doubtful, actually. We'll see. But yeah, the idea here is that we do look towards encircling him here. What I envision is going to happen is basically, if we do take Henyang, which would be the greatest result possible, I'd love to then try to push north quickly with armor to Shaoyang. And then push there. I mean, I'm hoping that we actually do land and take these two bases tomorrow. I'd then like to move the armor up here to link up, have the paratroopers move there. So ideally what I'd like to do is try and bottle them in this area here, which would be very nice. Indeed, they are hard to pull off. They are very hard to pull off. Yeah, you do have supply move over land, so it's one of those of where he would still have a trickle of supply coming in, but it would be really nowhere near enough to sustain large numbers, which is what we're looking for, really. The more numbers he has in an area, the better, really. Just due to the fact that they are going to consume a lot more supply. So that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, hopefully everything goes ahead correctly here and we can celebrate. It's going to be touch and go. It is going to be very much touch and go, but we have got to hope for the best. At least we do have 119 bombers there. Total 141 ready. Actually, I'm looking there. It's not even natural bombers. Right, so bombers. 107 bombers are ready here. A couple of them were damaged, but that's not too bad. So 107 there. And we have 69 over here then. So pretty good numbers once again. So ideally we have similar results as we did over here. Try and soften the enemy up as much as possible, really. That would be quite nice. Just any... I mean, the thing is, disabled troops will still fight. So destroyed would be preferable. But at the end of the day, if they suffer some fatigue or disruption, that would be quite nice too. So we're going to hope for the best. Gotta hope for the best. I'm not willing to say at this moment in time that he hasn't moved anything. I'm not going to jinx it. I think he probably has moved something, and I think we just haven't seen it. So we'll see what happens, and yeah, I expect the worst, but if the best happens, then that's all well and good. So elsewhere, nothing particularly much, just sort of view things out in this area. I have set up a submarine interdiction down here, actually, to head this way, which we expect these guys to head down there. 2 ships there. Worthwhile picking up. I was initially going to ignore them, but greater wisdom said, might as well go for it. Well, let's see. I don't think you can voluntarily disband units. I'm not entirely certain there. Oh dear. Yeah. I mean, it could very well be a trap. He might know it's coming, but be. And this is it. He does have 36,000 units here, nearly 37,000 units. He has another 57,000 here, and he has 285,000 here. He may feel himself to be comfortable enough to allow the attack to go ahead, which, okay, I'll take it. 38th Division's making good progress, at least, so they're going to be a couple days out. Once they arrive here, their progress would significantly increase in terms of tempo. So that's another 485 AV. There's another 208 coming this way, which is a few days away. And then obviously we'll be crossing with... And let's work out roughly how much we're going to be crossing the river with. Obviously that's going to make a difference. I'm glad to have armor in the initial attack. It'll probably get beaten up somewhat, but ideally will be enough. I would have preferred to have had an additional... Well, I would have preferred to have had some additional engineers, but it is what it is, so c'est la vie. So we'll see here then. So 458. 421. So 458, 421, 419, and then 252. Had that been another division, that would have been nice. How you doing there, Nanning von Mulken? Good to have you, my friend. So that brings us up to the 1550 that we had previously. I don't know why I needed to work that out. I already knew that one. So 57, and 37. So with the 2 tanker regiments and the reconnaissance regiment, that brings us up to 1,702 assault value. So 300 shy, 298 shy of 2,000 assault value. I'm hoping that we're going to have a good roll. I'm hoping that we are going to have a good adjusted AV with the actual headquarters supporting. I mean, ideally, the actual aviation, so obviously the actual aircraft, could make a difference as well. That would be very nice. It's going to be very interesting. I just hope that we will be lucky here. I'm sorry to hear about that, AT. Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll get lucky here, because if we do, then that's going to be fantastic. But if we don't, we'll see. We'll have additional division the day after. So it's one of those of if he's seriously not reacting right now, he may come to rue the day. I don't know. I really do hope that he doesn't react. If he reacts late, then we'll be okay, but we'll see. I think we have a decent chance. I'm not going to say we have a... I don't think it's certain that we'll take the base when we cross, but I think there's a good chance. I think there's a good... I don't know. I'm going to go with a hesitant 40% chance, maybe 50% chance that we take the base. I don't know. It's hard to say, really. How you doing there, Paul Jepson? Let's play this again. However, finally very Dalton. Hello, by the way. Thank you very much there, Paul. Good to have you, my friend. It's a good game. It's one of those where you really just got to play. The more you play, the more you learn. And the more you enjoy, really. Looking for a mobile game as close to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought. Battleship? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even play mobile games, to be fair. I think the only thing I'd really do on my mobile is waste time on it and just memorize the language app. I hope that counts as sponsorship, because I'd like to get paid for that now. But okay. Yeah, I believe we gain a additional 1 in the way of odds for the shock attack. So, we'll see. It depends on his fortifications, but we'll see. We might get lucky, but I'm not... I don't know. I'm going to say about 40%. I'm going to say 40% chance that we do take the city on the first go. That would be nice. It would have been great to have had additional AV to move in, but we'll see what we can get. It's 4 units, it's 32,000. It might be 1, possibly 2 cores. Somewhat hard to judge on the numbers. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think beyond that, that's really everything. So I'm very happy to say that we'll be able to submit the turn tonight and hopefully get it back much sooner than before. And because I would be very happy to see actually what is going to happen next, because it's very exciting. There's a lot going on here. It could actually be our busiest day in the Pacific so far. Going to be very intriguing. Okay, so yep, supply situation I did go over in Japan as well. We have been going over this one, so that one is getting better. I will look more of a tracker in the future as well. Things are moving out, combined fleet's moving out, mini-capitais moving out. We've sorted out all these things here. So we're looking good. The subs are nearing their destinations over this way, which would be quite nice. Any idea what the new version of one of these will look like? It's gonna look... if you look at one in the west and just think the actual mechanics of one in the west but in one in the east, then you've kind of got it there. There we go. Right, okay. Hopefully it'll look better, actually. Hopefully it'll have some map modding capabilities. That would be quite nice. Hopefully it doesn't look like shite. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end the turn. So what we're going to do is make a backup. And as I said, I would have preferred to have had the Oscars from Lang Son able to fly, but unfortunately they are just shy of supply. But they will have enough supply, I can guarantee it, next turn, due to the fact that they are on a major rail. So we'll see what happens there. I don't think I need to make any adjustments. And obviously we'll be moving the infantry out there. I mean, ideally, weather is good. If I take a look at the weather over China at this moment in time, we see a big band of poor weather in this area, but it seems fairly good over here. Light rain, light clouds, partial cloud of Hengyang. I'm hoping that the actual thunderstorms might have given us some... I don't know, maybe might not detect something, but we'll see about that. So, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and name the save here, then we'll send it off. So, what we'll go with then is... So it's better to try and figure something that isn't related. Yeah, it's one of these, isn't it? It's harder to say sometimes. Yeah. Well, I only just need to finish off the stream. That was the entire point of this one. Like, I did most of what I need to do in the last 2 hours of that previous stream. And I've had time in between this one. Yeah, we've gone through it. I just want to get this off tonight, and we'll get this hopefully back sooner or later. It's one of those with having college this week as well, being back there. I want to make sure everything's, like, ready to go beforehand. I don't want to, like, end up, like, having to split attention, really. So I feel we're pretty good here. So what I'm going to go with, then, is... I don't know, greatest confidence. I can't say that would give him anything. It's a nice poetic thing. So in greatest confidence. There we go. So I'd like to say then, thank you very much there, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the streams today, then do let me know. Do go ahead and like the videos, very much appreciated. And if you care to share the videos, that does help the channel to grow. And perhaps you'll consider becoming a patron in 2020. The funds do go towards supporting myself through my studies and, of course, supporting the channel. Of course, that does go into buying new equipment and improving the quality overall. And new prints as well. We'll have a new print. If we get something good here, we'll have a new print. I'll have to try and find an artist, but we'll try and get something done. Until next time, Tenno, Heika, Banzai, and have a beautiful evening and an even better day tomorrow. Goodbye for now. See you later, guys. Have a good one.